I'm Honorable Job Sikala. I'm the Member of Parliament for Zingeza West and also the Vice Chairman in the Movement for Democratic Change under the leadership of Advocate Nelson Chamisa. The first thing that you should have observed is that the people of Zimbabwe totally and absolutely ignored the call by Emmerson Mnangagwa's government for people of Zimbabwe to flock different venues throughout the country to go and demonstrate in what they called an Anti-Sanction March. You will notice that at the National Sports Stadium he was addressing an empty stadium, absolutely empty. The maximum people who could have been there are not more than 5,000 out of a 65,000 seater stadium. It was a shame and an embarrassment. You also notice the clips from Manicaland at Shakupa Stadium. The stadium was totally empty. In Mashingo, they had to squeeze themselves into a small room for them to be able to show us if there were a number of people, but basically in Mashingo, not more than 150 people partook into that event. So was in Bulawayo and all other centers throughout the country. So my own personal observation is that it was a gigantic flop. The people of Zimbabwe ignored that nonsense. They know that this government is trying to use the subject of sanctions as an excuse of their own failure to run the state of affairs in our country. Basically, what you have to understand that this whole process was a grandstanding venture, which they themselves know that, as long as there are outstanding issues that needs to be changed in our country, that will not change anything. As long as abductions are still continuing against citizens of our country, human rights abuses are continuing, as long as corruption is still the panacea of how this regime is running its state of affairs, as long as democratic and electoral reforms are not implemented in our country, as long as the dispute over the issue of the legitimacy of the current government is not solved, that was merely a grandstanding stunt which no one will listen to. Their dispute with America, they should finish it between themselves. We don't have anything to do with that. Ourselves, we are not interested in unnecessary fights with sovereign states who make their own sovereign decisions. So when America made their own sovereign decision to put certain individuals under sanctions, that was the Americans who did that, and what the reasons for them to do that. As long as those people who are on the sanctions list do not reform in terms of changing their behavior as far as issues of human rights are concerned, then we must not expect anything. No insane government would want to be associated with an uncivilized and treacherous regime like the one that we currently have in Zimbabwe. People are being abducted on the daily basis. I think today you have heard that one of the singers in our country was abducted last night and was ravaged. His pictures are all over the social media, and the way how he has been butchered shows that we are living under a regime that is no iota of respect of humanity. So basically, this grandstanding stance will not take this country anyway. Because that this government does not take the people of Zimbabwe serious at all. They went and ordered almost every available food in Chicken Inn, but the food is rotting at the National Sports Stadium after it has failed to get takers. So that the statement must be, a normal person must understand the message that was clearly sent by the people of Zimbabwe on Friday, that they are no longer interested to take nonsense, and they are not interested in the grandstanding by a government that has failed to solve their day-to-day problems. So basically the message was very clear. This government does not know what priorities to take for the country to move forward. This is a clueless government being led by a clueless president. You saw the way how he speaks. There is no president who can speak that way. Hakuna president wakadaro anywhere in the world. You know, he is a shame. The people of Zimbabwe cannot feel that this is the man who is the face of this country. You know, basically, the way how he addressed showed that he is a clueless person. And as long as he is the president of this country, the people of Zimbabwe must expect to worst economic situations. People took it as a joke then, and they are still taking it as a joke today. All of them were gathered at the National Sports Stadium. I saw Maduku giggling after the Mnangagwa's horrendous speech when he was talking about our teachers, and they were all there. But all of them put together, they only afforded a paltry 5,000 crowd to address over this unmarketable mantra of Anti-Sanctions march. So basically, what is there is that the Pollard remains a joke, a platform of people who hope that they might have a chance for them to loot also the national resources. As the MDC, we are committed to the welfare of our people. We are committed to the economic prosperity of our nation. We are committed to see our people able to have bread and to have bread and tea in the morning. We are interested to have our young generation be able to wake up to go and work. We want civil servants to be able to say after every month that they are able to purchase something of note after a month, a good month spent at work. So basically, this is our difference with those people who think that they gather as factors in Poland.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Sikala.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.